What does manhood mean to you?
Well, manhood means to me the period after childhood, simply. But if I'm being more specific, it's the period where we actually accept responsibility for ourselves and others. And most importantly is a responsibility for others, right? Accepting and understanding that I not only have a responsibility to myself and I'm not only accountable to myself, but I'm responsible for and accountable to others.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of King Crush Thursday, the series where we highlight and uplift Black men, because frankly, not too many people are doing it. My name is Val Gay, and I'm super excited to bring this brother to you today. He is an accomplished leader in the workforce development area, specifically for justice impacted citizens. He is an accomplished civic engaged leader. He is also a husband and a father. His name is Atif Bostic. Hey, Atif.
Hey, Val, it is great to see you today.
It's so great to see you too. Thank you so much for being here. And Atif, as you know, we are working to bust open the very narrowly and myopically defined lens and definition of Black men and Black manhood. And we're doing it one man at a time with the same 6 questions, with our hope ultimately to have a young king who may or may not have positive Black male role models to see these same 6 questions answered by a myriad of different men, at this point, well over 100 men. And for the rest of us who are neither male or even Black, for us to be able to see these same questions and perhaps have our minds expanded so that we can take in more than what we see in the media. And so I'm so glad that you are here to contribute to this repository. And I'm going to get started with the first question, which is, what does manhood mean to you?
Well, manhood means to me the period after childhood, simply. But if I'm being more specific, it's the period where we actually accept responsibility for ourselves and others. And most importantly is a responsibility for others, right? Accepting and understanding that I not only have a responsibility to myself and I'm not only accountable to myself, but I'm responsible for and accountable to others. And this is the period in which, we step up and actually become a man, because that's what a man is really about, is about accepting and living in and walking in that responsibility and that accountability.
That is awesome. Excellent. Thank you, Atif. So, Atif, who and or what is important to you?
So there's a lot of people that are important to me. Obviously, you're important to me. Thank you for having me again. It's great to be with you. But my family is extremely important to me. My wife, my children, my mother, my father, my extended family, all of them are important to me. But even beyond just my nuclear family or my extended family, it's everyone that I come in contact with, everyone that I feel that I have a responsibility to or responsibility for, all those that I'm accountable to. And so when I think about that, when I think about the who and what is important to me, it's those that are on my team, within my organization, those that I'm responsible for, whether it's their livelihoods or their development, seeing things in them that they may not see in themselves yet. And so all people that I'm coming in contact with, all people that I engage with is important. When I think about what's important to me, what's important is equity. And really, us, particularly African Americans, Black people, really having a space in this world and really taking space, having agency within this world and finding some parity, right? And we're a long way from that, but that is extremely important to me if we're talking about the what.
That's awesome. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, Atif, how do you want us to see you?
Yeah. Well, that's a hard question. And I think that's a hard question for a number of different reasons. Because as people, as human beings, and then if we're being more specific to African American men, is that the world imprints on us and they give us certain expectations. And then we then project those expectations back into the world of how we believe that we want the world to see us. But really, it's we are projecting back what the world is asking for of us. And so that's why I think it's a hard question. But if I get under specifically for me and how I want the world to see me, I want the world to see me as a change maker, as a visionary, as unique, as being something that's different than it exists, someone that pushes the boundaries, pushing the limits of what currently exists, someone that challenges people to be better than what they are or who they are. So that's how I want the world to see me.
Hmm, I get that. I get that. Thank you. So, Atif, what's your epic dream?
Yeah, I started to allude to it already, but when I think about my epic dream is for all of us and all of us to have parity and equity in this world, for us to take space, for us to be able to all lead in a way that is unique and authentic for ourselves. But if I think more specifically about me and my epic dream, look, I want to be a hedge fund owner, right? And not necessarily hedge in the typical sense of hedge, but just own a number of businesses. I am a serial entrepreneur and serial entrepreneur. And when I think about that, I think about all of the amazing things and businesses that I want to create, all the people that I want to work with, all the people that I want to help, because I absolutely believe that we could do more together than we could do individually. So I absolutely believe in partnering. And I want to partner with hundreds and thousands of people to really grow and become and develop into their own.
I get that. That's awesome. That is
Okay.
awesome. You have been answering question 5 implicitly all along, but I'm going to ask you explicitly, Mr. Atif Bostic, who are you?
At the core, I'm a problem solver. I'm someone that looks for and needs to solve problems and find challenges. And it's not to create the problem, but to make the world a better place. I go back to thinking about being a change maker, being a visionary, being creative, bringing things to life that don't exist. Um, when I think about who I am, I'm a lover, right? I'm a lover of all things, of people, of process. Uh, I'm emotional. I love to just be around people and things and the energy that exists. Um, I'm a leader. I think I may have mentioned that already, but I really believe in helping people to develop. And it's not about being out front. It's being the support, the foundation for people. And I love being that. So if I were to think about who I am, I would think that's who I am.
Got it. Awesome. So here we are already at question 6, which is there anything I should have asked you that I didn't, or you wanted me to ask you that I didn't? In other words, what did I miss?
Yeah. Well, I don't think you really missed anything. But if I were to think about the questions that you asked, and I would add a question to that, I would think about a question related to what is your purpose? Why are you here? Why do you exist? Why were you born? And if I were to answer that question of what is your purpose, and my purpose more specifically, I would say my purpose is to solve big problems. It is to develop people, to see more in people than they see in themselves, and to make the world a better place, to challenge the status quo and push the boundaries of what we believe is possible. That's why I believe I'm here.
Wow. Wow, what amazing answers. Thank you so much. And as a fellow entrepreneur first and then serial entrepreneur, serial on both sides, I didn't even know it was such a thing being an entrepreneur, but having created so many things for different companies that everywhere I worked, it's like, oh, someone else told me, I was like, oh, that's what that's called? Okay. I just like to solve problems. I see you and I'm so grateful. It is always so rewarding to me when I talk to someone from my tribe. So I appreciate you and I just honor you, my king. And I pray that your epic dream absolutely comes true sooner rather than later, and that your work and your purpose will continue to go deep and wide as you impact so many more people. And so I just thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you. And I appreciate you, Queen. So I recognize and see you and thank you for what you are doing to lift up Black men and Black kings.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. And stay right there because I want to thank the audience for joining us today. I really hope that you enjoyed this conversation as much as I have. And if there's a positive and successful Black man in your life who you want to see highlighted in this forum, please click the link below or in my bio, fill out the nomination form, and we'll take it from there. We are well over 100 amazing Black men that range all across the diaspora, if you will. And I should be clear about success. Success to me does not mean what someone does for a living, but is really the content of their character and how they are impacting the people around them, starting with the nuclear family and to the community writ large. I often say, I don't care what people do for a living as long as it's legal and positive, because you can do a lot of legal things that are still detrimental to our community. So legal and positive, those two caveats. After that, I don't care what a brother does for a living. We really want to expand our narrative and expand the concept of what Black men are in our community. They are holding up our community, and we all need to see that and recognize and celebrate that. So in the meantime, please stay tuned for yet another amazing king next week. And please remember to spread love and have a great day. Thank you so much, Atif. Thank you so much. That was really awesome. Thank you. There it is.